Students,
Yes.
10 பேர் தான் இருக்கிறீங்க போல என்ன பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் மற்றவங்களுக்கு இருக்கா இப்பதான் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி வந்தது கரண்டில் up to now there is no electricity from 11:40 so now the electricity is normal so we will continue others also can join please inform to join the session right there are screen sharing. Hello, students.
Yes, sir.
Kekda, can you hear me? Only 9 participants. So what shall we do? Is it possible to join others? 10 participants. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Screen sharing. The screen sharing disabled போச்சு நான் இப்ப இந்த எலவாசியில் என்னன்னா நான் ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேரிங் ஒருக்கா போட்டு அப்படியா அப்ப நான் ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் இல்லாம செய்யறேன் அப்ப ரைட் okay no problem you carry on I can manage don't worry yeah right unfortunately the screen sharing is disabled I am unable to get the screen sharing anyhow we will manage without screen sharing next we are going to discuss relating to the ethical requirements ethical according to this ISA 200 ethical requirements. Certain requirements are needed to conduct audit of financial statement, right? According to this ISA 200, auditors shall comply with relevant ethical requirements, including those pertaining to independence, relating to financial statement audit engagement. So this ethical requirements are very, very important to carry out this audit. Before starting the ethical requirements, that this standard is referred to the professional skepticism. professional skepticism, right? You should know what is this. In Tamil, we can call Uyar Tholil Ayyural. That is, that auditor should maintain, first, according to the standard, professional skepticism. Auditor shall plan and perform an audit with professional skepticism, recognizing that circumstances may exceed that cause the financial statement to be materially misstated. So, the professional skepticism means basically the questioning mind. Auditor should not accept all evidence simply. The auditor should have questioning mind. That is called professional skepticism. Being alert to condition which may include possible misstatement due to fraud or error. So he must always alert there is a possible misstatement due to fraud or error. That is called professional skepticism. Always he should have a suspicious mind, and he should alert. He should alert that there are misstatements due to fraud or error. That is called professional skepticism, right? So, in the Sri Lanka auditing standard, there is a definition is given. We'll, next class, when we discuss the Sri Lanka auditing standard SLA US 200, we will study in detail what is professional skepticism, right? Then, other than professional skepticism, there are some ethical requirements to be followed by the auditor. There are ethical requirements in addition to independence. Other requirements are important. One is integrity, objectivity, professional competence, and due care. Professional competence and due care, confidentiality, professional behavior. These are the 5 principles is called ethical principles. What are those principles? One is integrity. Integrity means honest. You must be honest. There are some notes that you should thoroughly understand what is integrity. Whenever you are planning the audit, conducting the audit, when you are reporting all the status, you must maintain this integrity. Then objectivity, objectivity means you must consider all users of the financial statement, their objectives. So that is called objectivity. We'll study it later in detail. Then professional competency. If you have auditor, you must have competence to carry out this work, right? It is called professional competence. So that is why chartered accountant must be if you want to complete become a chartered accountant, you must have a practical knowledge and theoretical knowledge. 4 years practical training is needed like other professional. So professional competency is very, very important. Without knowing accounting or subject matter, you can't be an auditor. So you must have a professional competency. This should be developed in time to time, right? So that is called professional competency. And due care. Due care is very, very important. How you are carry out this work. if you are not properly carry out this work, you may be charged duty of negligence. So if you take doctors, when they are doing the surgery, something inside the stomach, some tools or something, putting switches, what will happen? When the patient is file a case against the doctors, after suffering the patient, they found that there's a tools or something inside the stomach. So he or she can uh, take legal action against this doctor uh, on the basis of failure to uh, the absence of care. So that is called due care. If you have not in due care, you may be charged to duty of that negligence in your duties, right? So sometimes thereafter, if they prove negligence, you can't be a practice, right? You can't practice as a doctor, right? So due care when you are planning, performing, and reporting all the stages. This principle is important. Due care, உரிய தொழில் ரீதியான கவனம், right? Care is important. That's also basic principle. Professional competency and due care. How you are how well you are carrying out this work. That is called due care. Then confidentiality is very, very important. When you are carrying out audit, you are chance to get client's information, client secrecy. So this information you should not disclose to others. That is called confidentiality. Unless otherwise, these transactions are illegal. You should not disclose to others. Audit karana kotta ragasiya bhava maintain karanto. Without getting permissions of the client, you should not disclose to others. Right? If you are one manufacturing company's auditor, you are entitled to get all manufacturing formula for the audit purpose. If you are disclosed to others, the company will affect. So if it unless otherwise illegal, if it is these transactions are illegal, you can inform to law enforcement authorities. Unless otherwise, the auditor should not disclose client's information to other parties. That is called confidentiality, also basic or ethical principle. Then professional behavior. When you conduct audit, you must behave as a professional. How to dress, how to talk, how to other when you are dealing with others, right? You must behave as a professional. You should not ask any favor. If you are asking any favor from the client, your independence may be affected, right? So if you get some benefit from the client organization, how can you report the shortcomings, right? So this professional behavior is also one of the ethical principles. So the auditors, according to this ISA 200, so that ethical principle is important to conduct the audit. Other than the independence, there are other ethical principles are very, very important to conduct the audit. This is called basic principles or ethical principles. Audit in the examination, the examiners always ask to describe or explain the ethical principle. So you must know what the ethical principle, you must list out the ethical principle. First, integrity, objectivity, professional competence, and due care, confidentiality, and professional behavior. These are the 5 principles. It's called ethical principles. You must try to explain what is objectivity, what is integrity, what is professional behavior, confidentiality, right? Professional competence. All should not, you should try to explain. That is called uh, ethical principles related to uh, 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 audit, right? Then other requirements. First requirements is first requirements is professional skepticism. Second requirement, you must maintain ethical principle. Third requirements, professional judgment. Professional judgment. When you planning, performing audit of financial statement, you must exercise the professional judgment. Right? That is a that judgment may be differ from person to person, but you must exercise the professional judgment. If you go to doctor, that sometimes diagnosing may be differ among the doctors. Sometimes one doctor say these are the reasons for diagnosing. This is the problem to the patient. The other doctor maybe say this is the another reasons for another diagnosis. So these are the professional judgment. Likewise, you can't challenge this judgment. Sometimes maybe wrong this judgment, you can't challenge. That is a professional person judge this. So according to the standard, that you must, your judgment should be taken based on the profession, right? Then uh, uh, other requirements, sufficient appropriate audit evidence. Obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. To obtain reasonable assurance, the auditor shall obtain sufficient means quantity, appropriate audit evidence, that is mean quality of evidence, to reduce audit risk and acceptably low. Audit risk can't be avoided, but you can maintain at low level and thereby enable the auditor to draw conclusions, reasonable conclusion on which to base the auditor's opinion. So the evidence are based for the opinion. Based on the evidence, auditor decide what type of opinion can be expressed by either unmodified opinion or modified opinion. There are different modified opinion, qualified, disclaimer, adverse. So that opinion is based on the audit evidence. That evidence should be sufficient and appropriate. So this should be obtained by the auditor to reduce the audit risk at low level. So that is also requirements of the ISA. Last requirements is conduct the audit in accordance with ISA. Conduct audit in accordance with international standard on audit. These are the 5 requirements stated in the ISA, right? The we are discussing the requirements of the ISA, right? First requirement is professional skepticism. Auditors should use the professional skepticism. Professional skepticism means you must always alert. You must have a suspicious mind, right? So you must always careful the material misstatement due to fraud or error. So that is called everything you must uh, take additional care, right? So you can't simply accept any evidence. So that is called professional. Professional skepticism, that is a first requirement, right? Second requirements, auditor uh, should follow these basic ethical principles in addition to the independence. So you should know what are the basic ethical principles, that is integrity, objectivity, professional competence and due care, confidentiality, ragasya bhava, and professional behavior. Those are the five principles should follow by the auditor. That is the second requirement. Third requirements of the ISA is a professional judgment. Your conclusion is based on the professional judgment. Fourth conclusion, when you are arriving and when you are expressing an opinion, auditors should obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. Based on that, you must express an opinion. True, these evidence are necessary to keep the audit risk at low level. So if you are take adequate audit evidence, reliable audit evidence, auditor obtain adequate and reliable audit evidence, then only you can keep the audit risk at low level. That is why auditor should obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. And fifth requirements is auditors should conduct the audit in accordance with international standard on auditing. These are the five requirements auditor should follow according to ISA, International Standard on Auditing. This is the ISA requirements, right? As ISA requirements is important. This is ISA. Now, the next class we will discuss the SLA US 200. This is ISA 200 and SLA US 200 are almost same. We can discuss in detail what is stated in the Sri Lanka Auditing Standard 200. So you must get ready next class SLA US 200 and another standard 210 relating to 220 related to terms of audit engagement. These two standards we try to complete in the next class. So, in summer nutshell, right? Today, what we have studied here, the concept of assurance engagement, types of assurance engagement, elements of assurance engagement, reasonable assurance and absolute assurance, positive and negative assurance, relationship among the assurance, non-assurance accusation, types of audit, types of main audit, types of audit, and uh, types of audit. Yes, types of audit. Then ISA 200, objective of the main two objective of the auditor relating to overall objective of the auditor related to audit of financial statement. Two main objective. And we discuss here the audit risk, what is audit risk, what are the components of audit risk. Then also we have discussed the uh, requirements of five requirements stated in the ISA 200, right? So these are the area we covered. the balance questions we have to. I think I have given 13 questions. Yes, 13 questions. Another two more questions we have write down here. Then you can write down another two questions. What are the list ethical requirements relating to an audit of financial statement, relating to an audit of financial statement, relating to audit of financial statement as per ISA, as per ISA 200. That is 14. Next one, question number 15. What do you understand by professional skepticism? Professional skepticism. What do you understand by professional skepticism? Last one. Last one. In terms of last one. Last one. State fundamental principles of professional ethics. Fundamental principles state fundamental principle of professional ethics. Within bracket, you can put ethical requirements. Ethical requirements. State fundamental principle of professional ethics. Within bracket, ethical requirements. Relevant to the auditor. Relevant to the auditor. Relating to an audit of financial statement. Relating to an audit of financial statement. Relevant to the auditor. Relating to an audit of financial statement. You have to list down the ethical principles or fundamental. This is called fundamental principles or ethical principle. As mentioned in the ISA 200. As mentioned in ISA 200. You can put as mentioned in ISA 200. Altogether, students, altogether, how many questions I have given up to now?
16, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. 16. You must answer all these questions. So this in the next class, we are going to discuss SLA US 200, SLA US 200, and SLA US 210. SLA US 200 is almost same what we have discussed in this the ISA 200. Overall objective of the independent auditor, conduct of audit in accordance with the Sri Lanka auditing standard, that is called 200. That is Sri Lanka auditing standard. What we have discussed is again laid down here. Certain other things also we will discuss in this standard. Then in the next class, uh, we try to discuss the next standard 210 related to terms of engagement. Here, terms of engagement means audit uh, before conduct before conducting the audit, auditor and auditee should agree some terms and conditions that should be in the form of written document that is called letter of engagement. So you should know what is the letter of engagement, what are the objective of letter of engagement, what are the contents of the engagement letter, what are the how to write down, how to prepare the letter of engagement. Those matters we discussed here. So I think we can wind up at this point. So those who are unable to attend this class, the balance part, at the beginning, 49 or 46 students were there. After that, after the electricity interruption, around 25 students left. Please inform the what we have discussed the balance part after the break, right? So if you have any comments, anything you want to discuss, you can discuss now. Students, you can. This is your time, so you must chat or you can give any comments, anything